would you say to anyone thinking about doing the any course?
Any course.
Yeah, any course with us. Yeah.
I would say stop thinking about it and do it. Because we are all busy. We can always put off till tomorrow things that we know we should do today. But I think if you are serious about being the best singing teacher you can be, you need to do vocal process training, because it is incredible. It teaches you just so much. I've always considered myself a really knowledgeable musician, and I know I've got a really great foundation in teaching skills, and all my falling off a log stuff is that kind of stuff. But I always knew that there were gaps, and I think as a teacher you always have to acknowledge you are going to have gaps in your training, and you need to go and find the best places to plug these gaps. And vocal process is just absolutely incredible at finding those gaps and plugging them in a really supportive way.
Finding the gaps.
Finding the gaps.
Plugging the gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a joint thing, but that's good. And I think it's, it's important for people to feel the fear and do it anyway, because there is a big fear amongst the community about, particularly the singing teacher community, about having those gaps, and what if somebody finds out that I've got those gaps? And it's okay to have gaps. We all have gaps.
Yes. And I'm very open with all of my students and their parents and the children at MMY. I always say to them, I'm still training. It's important. We must always still train. And I'm very open about that, because I suppose I'm confident now in my ability, that I know that I've got a great group of children that I teach privately for singing lessons. If I wasn't any good, they wouldn't all be getting distinctions for their exams, which 100% do every time. That wouldn't happen if I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I just feel that everybody needs to always acknowledge that there is stuff to learn, and the best, even you say you're always still learning, and you are absolute gurus on this, but we are, even the best singing teachers I know, they are still doing the next step, the association. They're doing things to improve. We need to reflect on our practice and see how we can get better.
And I think it's about finding people that you can work with who are real with you, because there's a lot of bullshitting in the music industry in general. And I think it's about finding someone who can be, well, let's say kind and truthful.
Yeah.